So another very common form of HTML is the list items. Okay, so we use lists quite a bit all over the web. For example, a lot of times navigation links, like when I say navigation links, like these links up here, oftentimes these are actual lists. So we're listing out all of the optional links that a user could click on here. They're just laid out in a horizontal order. Again, here's another list that you might see. So to kind of execute a list, and remember, to style them like this, to go horizontal, they're just using CSS to get that effect. The actual raw list in HTML doesn't look as exciting. So we'll get to the exciting part down the line, but just you need to know how to create these lists. And all you have to do is simply write UL, and then you'll want to close this usually on a separate line. So you've got your opening UL tag and your closing UL tag. And what that stands for is an unordered list. And so this is what it's going to look like by default. You need to nest another tag inside of it. So make sure you tab over and then type LI and then its closing tag. Now remember, when we're nesting tags, you have to tab one more level in. Okay, every time we nest, we have to tab one more level in. So just use the tab key on your keyboard to do that. And then we'll just say list item 1. So that's what the LI stands for, is list item. And typically lists have more than one thing in them, so we're going to do list item number 2. You can put whatever you want inside these list item tags. So now when I save this, if you've got it looking exactly like that and you refresh, you'll see that's what a default list looks like in HTML. It gives you these bullets for free. So you could explore the other type of list, which is the ordered list. And the way you do that is you just change the U to an O. And you can have as many of these on a page as you want. You can have unordered lists or ordered lists. I'm just illustrating that the difference is that ordered lists have numbers next to them. So much more commonly, you're going to have the unordered list, because a lot of times on the web you won't see things listed with numbers just right next to them. So we'll refresh it, and remember, with CSS we're going to be able to get rid of those bullets. We could lay these out horizontally if we wanted and whatnot. So that's a little bit about lists. So I want to talk about the nesting concept before we leave lists. You can technically nest a list inside of another list item, so that you can have a nested list. And the way you would do that is, let's just take this third list item here and break it out into a new, separate line so that we can make this a little bit clearer. And we'll put another unordered list inside of it. You could do an ordered list as well, it doesn't matter. And then in here, again, we need to keep nesting in as we, with these opening tags and closing tags, anything that goes inside of it needs to be nested one level deep, as we said. So and let's just add another one, since lists usually have, multiple items. And now when we save it and look at that, that's what a nested list is going to look like. So again, you're starting to see how you can get kind of creative with nesting. But at the same time, you do need to be careful that you do close your tags properly. You don't want to have an unordered list open here and then this sitting out here like that. Or likewise, you don't want to have, this list item tag close out here like that, because that's going to kind of break your actual structure. You want to make sure you open and close things properly when you're doing this kind of nesting. Now, you'll see nested lists sometimes, but what we're going to see a lot more are nested division tags, and we'll take a look at those down the line.